All right, folks, welcome to Nino's Corner.tv. I appreciate everybody being here. Looks like Trump's domestic military is in play. It's getting started. Look, I'm just as upset as anybody else about the Epstein list. I'm upset about it, but I also know there's big moves at play. I'm keeping the faith, folks. I'm doing it for you. You all know the guests that I talked to. This is, to me, bigger moves are in play. Folks, hit the notifications button. Hit the notifications button. Hit share, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. Help me, help you. Also, Venmo, D-Rod1977, D-Rod1977. When the lights go out on Amazon, that's I would appreciate any honest review. To be honest, that's really what I want. I want honesty. To be honest, I want honesty. So when the lights go out on Amazon, my mama's book, The Mexican Mix, also on Amazon. Leave an honest review on that. I read them to her. Folks, get your Noble Gold. I'm going to go through this pretty quick. I got some exciting guests coming on Nino's Corner.tv and on YouTube. So I took a list of names last night on Ringside with Nino. And Ringside with Nino was awesome, by the way. It was fire. We had about 60 people in there, networking, talking. The whole Black Sheep family was in there. We're doing the next Ringside with Nino Thursday the 31st. I'm going to keep it on Thursday the 31st this month. We'll go back to Wednesdays next month. But Thursday the 31st, Ringside with Nino, 5 p.m. Also, two big generals chants this month. I'm going to have Colonel Towner Watkins and Wano Saban. Ask away. Ask your questions away, whatever you want to ask them. You know that Towner Watkins is big on Operation Gladio. And then, obviously, we all know about Juanito. I also have a Juan video premiering on YouTube tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'll premiere it on YouTube. I have some questions, folks. Like, I don't know. Is this problem, reaction, solution that we're looking at here? Is this, immigrants are the problem, so now that gives us the right to have a domestic military on our soil, a police state? It sounds like problem, reaction, solution. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy because I'm on Trump's side all the way. But I said I'd be watching the pendulum as it swings left to the right, and I don't know. Could this be all part of it? I just, excuse me for thinking critically. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. But I'm hearing that the Epstein list will be used for leverage. That big black book, that big list will be used for leverage, and bigger plays are coming like Russiagate. And right when I said Russiagate will break, it broke the next day. I'm time-stamped. I said it. And I'm hearing July, yes, will be strange July, as Bo Pony says, as Kim Clement says. But August could be some fireworks. You're going to want to be on Nino's Corner.tv. All right, folks, get your Noble Gold. If there's one thing you should be doing, get gold. Get gold and silver. Most investments today feel like second jobs. Real estate, you're a landlord. Stocks, you're a day trader. Crypto, you're a full-time researcher. You got a life to live, folks. Your investment should help you live that life. That's why more Americans are choosing gold. Noble Gold has helped thousands protect their future with real physical gold. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com now to get your free wealth protection kit. The Noble Gold, that's noblegoldinvestments.com. Noblegoldinvestments.com. Freedom and peace of mind delivered at 1 ounce at a time. All right, so I do my little influx of voices, folks. This is my liberal voice. All right, so I'm going to set my ghetto timer. And, got a big show today. I'm glad that everyone shows up. The Ringside with Nino, with the Black Sheep family, that's cool. We really do network. Everyone gets to know each other in the community. It's a fun place. And like minds. How many of you just can't talk to your family anymore? Can't talk to your friends anymore because, I don't know, they think you're weird. Send them a Nino video. No, but really, you can go to Ringside with Nino where we all get along and I answer everybody's questions and we all go back and forth and we network. We share ideas. We share a lot of ideas. Nino's Corner.tv, Wano Saban will be back up there again, probably today. Gene Decode is up today. Jim Willie's going up. I already finished the podcast with him talking about the military intel that he's getting is pretty crazy. the operations the military is conducting, the whole thing. He goes into it on ninoscorner.tv. So that's interesting. That's Jim Willie. I got SG Anon coming on today. Charlie Ward, mate. Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward's coming back on. That'll be, I think, in a couple days. So you all requested him. I said, all right, I'll reach out to Charlie. I've also reached out to a few other people. Jerome Corsi's coming back on. Jerome Corsi. Benjamin Fulford is coming back on to give us an update from his point of view. You all love Benjamin Fulford, don't you? I do. I like talking to that guy. It's just, I don't know. Especially with the, I don't know, guys, if you guys saw the whole Sean Stone, Benjamin Fulford thing, that was hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw that interaction. That was great. All right, folks. Now I want to turn it down. Oh, the General's tent, 2 General's tent. I already said that. All righty. Folks. All right, here we go, folks. You might want to turn it down or turn it up, baby. Oh, yeah. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Yeah. I have some people out there doing my backyard, and I don't know if they're legal or illegal, but they're out there doing the backyard, and pero they probably think right now, hey, that guy's fucking crazy, man. What the fuck is he yelling for? I don't know. Este güey es loco, man. All right, folks. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. They're coming for you. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. In every city, really a city near you, mainly the Democratic dumps. But look, expected fighting is coming. So I'm just giving you all a heads up. Expected clashes. They're going to be going into communities of immigrants. And I'm wondering how this is going to fare in El Paso, because I'm going to tell you right now, at least a quarter to, maybe half the city is illegal. I don't know. But seriously, they are going to be clashing with immigrants. And I'm hearing militias are getting started to fight against ICE. Now, that's to be expected. So could that send us into civil war, or at least civil unrest? I think that's what's coming. Now, I've been told, and it's common sense, you got to have your chess pieces in order. So think about this. The big, beautiful bill passed. You got to pull some strings for that. Is that why the Epstein list was not revealed? Is that why it was not put out? Let's think critically here. There's a lot of big, powerful people on that list that now you can control. You got everything on them. And then Russiagate just popped, and we got Comey and Brennan. Comey and Brennan being investigated by the FBI. There they are. There's our nice little mug shots, right? Or not mug shots, but there's their mugs. God, Brennan looks just like he looks like a troll character in, like, I don't know, some horror movie. He just looks evil, doesn't he? And then Comey, you can see he's completely compromised. Both these guys are going down. And I think that's going to be sooner than we think. As the chess pieces have to be in place in order to properly clean house, Iran is making threats once again to take Trump out by any means necessary. So Iran now is putting a bounty on Trump's head, saying, in other words, you didn't get rid of us. Is there still enriched uranium? I think to myself, this is all a narrative being spun by certain people, maybe certain people within a small country that needs this war, if you know what I'm saying, wink, wink, that really needs this war. And could we be looking at something happening here? I think the whole thing with the Nobel Peace Prize nomination, the whole thing Benjamin Netanyahu's putting out there, I think it's just cover. I think it's cover for something big that could be coming. So you don't look at him and go, oh, what are you talking about? I tried to give him a Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah. Folks, I'm going to take phone calls today. We're going to take a few phone calls today, maybe 3 or 4. Also, I'm going to cut the feed from Facebook, get over to my YouTube channel, make your voices loud. So I'll cut the feed from X and Facebook in just a moment. So I'll give you some time to get over here to YouTube, which helps me out. If you want to know the truth, just use your thumb. You just have to use your thumb if you're on your phone. So I think that, the Nobel Peace Prize, the whole thing, folks, is Benjamin Netanyahu's cover for something that, I don't know, that could be coming. And that's why Trump didn't release the list. I think that's the only way. That's the only way you keep these people in control as of right now. But I do hope the list comes out soon. So, after the passing of the big, beautiful bill, we now have the pieces in place for a national police force, or AKA domestic military. Or I can say police state. We are going to be in a police state with heavy surveillance, okay, folks? And that doesn't mean just immigrants. That means everybody. So does that mean checkpoints? Does that mean you're going to see soldiers at the grocery store? What does that really look like? Because a lot of money is going to ICE now for this domestic military. And David Icke likes to call it the totalitarian tiptoe. I ask Juanito all these questions, and I'm going to be putting that up on YouTube probably tomorrow morning. But then we take it back to the back channel, and I get straight with him on the Epstein list, the whole thing. And that's on Nino'sCorner.tv, and I really press them for answers, folks. Really press them for answers. Look, folks, I understand we need to clean up the country. I get it. I understand it. There are massive amounts of immigrant military-aged men and terror cells that could be acted at any time. Folks, I did another in-person podcast with Lieutenant Douglas Deaton. I don't know if you all heard about him. He had a viral video on YouTube. I mean, all over social media. Douglas Deaton. I did an in-person podcast with him and knocked it out of the park. Now, I cannot put that on YouTube. Why? Because YouTube says Muslims are a protected class. So I can't, the conversation that we have is pretty, I don't know, it's pretty edgy. We talk about Sharia law. We talk about what's happening in Plano, Texas. I cannot put that on YouTube because they're a protected class. So that's going to go on Nino'sCorner.tv and parts of it on Rumble. And maybe some shorts on YouTube. But you do not want to miss this interview. He's sounding the alarm bells on exactly what's going on in Plano, Texas, and all over the country, and how they're all linked together. They're all linked together, and this all started with Mr. O, President O. So that's going to be up real soon. And folks, listen, don't get it twisted. I am a Trump supporter through and through, but I need to watch the pendulum when it swings left and as it swings right. And I'm sure you all appreciate that of me. I don't sugarcoat shit, and I don't care. I don't try to please anybody. I'm a fighter by nature, and I'll roll my sleeves up and duke it out with whoever I need to. And I'm just going to tell you that right now. I have no handlers. I'm not a shill. I don't care what anyone says. I do what I do. I report the news the way I see it. The way I see it, and probably the way most of you see it, because you're tuning in right now. I've always said about Elon Musk, too. I think he's going to be a nemesis for Trump. I think this is going to turn out, and he's going to be like the villain. I don't know if this is scripted. A lot of you feel like it is. A lot of you feel like it's not. I get emails. A lot of you say, no, he's a bad guy. I think the whole Baphomet costume gave him away on Halloween. Who wears that shit? I won't. I'm not going to wear that because I know what it means to the spiritual world. That's why I would never wear it, because why? We are in a spiritual war. And I would never just give my allegiance away, even if I'm pretending on Halloween. That's not what I do. And I'm sure a lot of you agree with me. So Elon Musk is turning out to be a nemesis to Trump and Steve Bannon. The MAGA base is infuriated, and many are turning on Trump right now, by the way. Many are turning on Trump. How many people turned on Trump during, when he lost the 2020 election? The Russiagate stuff, a lot of people stuck with him on that, but a lot of people turned on him on Iran. I mean, the whole thing, the 2020 thing, and a lot of people went against him that didn't understand the bigger picture. We're in that again right now with the Epstein list. It seems like a letdown, folks, but we're letting them make their moves so we can make a bigger one. This has happened time and time again. Be patient. Be very patient. Alex, did you cut the Facebook and X feed?
Yeah, just cut it just a minute
cool.
or so.
I was like, wow, it dropped a little bit, but all right, cool. There we go. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, so the MAGA base is infuriated, and many people are turning on Trump because they feel betrayed. Yeah, I do too. I do feel betrayed a little bit, but that's what's making me stick to my guns and watch this play out. But there is a bigger plan here, and yes, I believe that is what we are witnessing right now, folks. MAGA has hats burn as Trump faces major backlash from his own supporters. Donald Trump and Attorney General Pam Bondi have come under fire for long teasing the far right with massive revelations about the Epstein case before announcing nothing has come of it. Now, this is I can't defend this, but I can tell you this. I'm a strategist. I've been a fighter my whole life, and I do feel like that's what we are watching right now. And I guarantee you I'm bringing on the guests on Nino's Corner.tv to talk about this. MAGA loyalists are calling for the burning of the iconic MAGA cap as anger over the Epstein files grow. What's the most important things, folks? What's the most important thing that we are fighting for right now? Put it in the chat. What is the most important thing that we're fighting for? Is it freedom, liberty? Yeah, it's all that. But most importantly, what is it? The children. It's the children. And if we can't get honesty on this, there is a problem. It's the children. And when you understand that they are the currency in the tunnels, when you understand that's what they use more than any drug, you know, I've been watching videos on YouTube where they show like these streets that are just decimated in cities. Every city has a fentanyl problem or a trank problem. It's crazy. Every city. They all have their Skid Row where people are just looking like zombies. It's eating their flesh. Trank eats your flesh. People are knotted out on the streets, twisted like pretzels with blankets all over the place. Every city has it. There's pictures right there. Show a close-up of one of these pictures. Yeah, just try to just hit one of those pictures and just, yeah. This is what it looks like in every major city, folks. That right there has taken every city by storm. That right there. Everybody. And we probably all have one in the family. We know friends who are suffering from this, but this is truly what's destroying America. This right here. Fentanyl is killing over 100,000 people a year, around that range. I have friends that work in recovery clinics. They have people that come in and then never come back because why? They pass away. This is a serious, serious problem, folks. This is taking over the whole entire country from Portland, San Francisco, Miami, LA, New York. Every major city has this problem. It's sad. It's like it really is a zombie apocalypse right there. So there's a part of me that kind of feels, and I don't know about you folks, but I kind of feel like, you know what? And maybe I am begging for the solution, but I kind of feel like, although I'm watching the pendulum go left to the right, I kind of feel like, you know what? If we can get rid of that problem with illegal immigrants, that problem, fentanyl, then I don't mind, I guess, having military on the streets if they can clean it up. Because nobody wants their kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews suffering from this crap. It's a killer, folks. You get on this stuff, you're doomed. It's hard to get off it. I'm an addict. Just saying. Meet the new National Police Force, folks, the agency of mask-wearing officers who aren't afraid to smash windows, detain lawmakers, and pluck nonviolent, undocumented immigrants off the street. Of course, this is a liberal article. Is about to become the best-funded federal police force. Immigration and Customs Enforcement had already been acting with impunity during President Donald Trump's second term, Get used to it. ICE is not going away. Video of agents on horseback. Did they have lassos? I'd like to see that. That'd be pretty funny. Videos of agents on horseback and in armored personnel vehicles in MacArthur Park in Los Angeles is striking both for its demonstration of militarized power and for the total inability of the city's mayor, Karen Bass, to do anything about it. They need to leave, and they need to leave right now, she told supporters on the scene Monday. You ain't going to do shit. You or Gavin Newsom. And let me tell you, Gavin Newsom's getting ready for a 2028 run. I promise you that's what he's getting ready to do. If he's not clickety-clank by then, which I don't know. I would think that maybe, just maybe, I think they're leaving some of these people out like Chum, like AOC, Gavin Newsom. I think they're going to leave them out in the water just to scare people away from that movement or that party. They need to leave, and they need to leave right now, she told reporters on the scene Monday. But Trump administration officials feel no need to listen to local authorities in a city like Los Angeles. Better get used to us now because this is going to be very normal very soon. El Centro Border Patrol Sector Chief Gregory Bovino told Fox News on Monday, responding to Bass. The new normal may come as a shock to Americans unused to a federal national police force operating inside the country. Now, I have a question, and please put it in here, folks. Are you okay? Is this acceptable to you? I mean, if you're not doing anything wrong, you have nothing to hide, right? But if you're an immigrant, if you're an undocumented illegal, you're in trouble. What they're trying to do here is to make it so you self-deport and come in the right way. So I want to know in the chat right now what you all think. Do you guys think this is necessary? Should it be like this? Or do you think this is, and do you also think this is part of problem, reaction, solution? Come on, folks. Let's wake up this morning. Let's get activated. Let's interact here. Let's talk about that. You know, I'm just saying. Evidence of cell phone surveillance detected at anti-ICE mobile network anomalies consistent with cell phone surveillance were detected at a July 4th protest at an Immigration and Customs Enforcement field office in Washington State. Those anomalies, according to an independent analysis by Straight Arrow News, suggest that a device known as an IMSI catcher may have been used to collect identifying information on cell phones at the protest site. So, I don't know. It seems to me like they're invading our privacy. I'm looking at both sides here. ICE did not respond to requests for comment from SAN. It's not clear whether ICE or any other law enforcement agency obtained a warrant to use the IMSI catcher, commonly referred to as Stingray, to conduct surveillance. The ICE field office in Tukwila, Washington, Seattle suburb, has been the site of repeated protests over Donald Trump immigration policies. Do you really think anybody who's an illegal immigrant is going to go to a protest at this time? Folks, cities are becoming ghost towns, okay? They're becoming ghost towns. When an estimated 200 protesters gathered outside the facility, I'm telling you, they're all staying inside. If you're smart, you're going to stay inside and try to you're either going to self-deport or wait it out. You're not going to go in public anymore. I got to tell you, folks, it's freed up the highways and it's freed up the airports. Yeah. I like to fly when there's like 80 seats open, especially on Southwest Airlines. The Greyhound in the sky. Federal law enforcement agencies may use IMSI catchers without a warrant only in exigent or exceptional circumstances, according to a 2023 report by the Department of Homeland Security's Inspector General. Those circumstances include immediate threats to national security and situations where a person is in danger of death or serious injury. The Inspector General found that ICE's Homeland Security Investigations Unit and the Secret Service had used the devices for surveillance without proper court authorization. The report redacted a number of instances the Inspector General cited or the reasons for not obtaining a warrant. Nathan Feed-Wesser, Deputy Director of the ACLU Speech, Privacy, and Technology Project, said the use of a Stingray device to identify or track people exercising the First Amendment right to protest would raise grave concerns. And I'll be honest, I agree with that. I really do agree with that. I don't know how you all feel about this, but I don't want my rights trampled on. I don't. I just, if you have a reasonable cause to go after a certain neighborhood, there's a bunch of illegal immigrants in there, whatever, and you know exactly who they are, that's one thing. But checkpoints and the use of this Stingray device, I'm not for it. I'm not for it. There it is right there, how a Stingray cell phone tracking device works. This is crazy. But I guess if you have nothing to hide, you got nothing to worry about, right, folks? I mean, that's the argument. If you got nothing to hide, then you shouldn't really worry. And obviously the cure has to be greater than the disease. Now, I asked Juan, how long is this going to be in place? How long are they planning to do this for? And you'll listen to it tomorrow. I'm going to put it up on YouTube, but you don't want to miss the Nino's Corner.tv version. Believe me when I say that. Paris mayor tells residents to stay inside after reports of ICE activity. How are these guys not arrested? How are these guys not arrested for impending upon an ICE raid or impending investigations or intruding on an investigation? An Inland Empire mayor is warning residents to stay home after reports of U.S. immigration and customs enforcement activity in his city. How is this legal? The city of Paris has received reports of ongoing ICE operations within the area, and folks, they're only going to get worse. They're getting massive funding. It's going to be a domestic military. It's going to be a domestic military. The city of Paris has received reports of ongoing ICE operations within the area. Paris Mayor Michael Vargas said in a video posted on the city's Instagram and Facebook pages on Wednesday, July 9th, we urge all residents to remain calm, stay indoors when possible, and know your rights. What rights if you're illegal? Excuse me, I'm confused here. What rights? See, this is how they twist it and put it out there in the media so they go, oh, look, pero he says we have rights. Due process. You don't have rights if you're illegal, okay? You broke the law. I don't understand how they keep twisting this shit and putting it out there and people go, oh, yeah, know your rights. Know your rights, amigo. The city is committed to protecting the dignity and well-being of all our residents, Vargas concluded. Sign up for the local list, our daily email newsletter. Ooh, that's not what I'm supposed to tell you right there. City spokesman Stephen Hale declined to comment on the mayor's post, pero he had other things to do. We have nothing further to add, he wrote in an email Wednesday. Mayor's statement and the video speaks for itself. And churches are getting in on it too, folks. Churches are getting in on this stuff too. Hi, David. Is the Facebook page really yours? Yes. If it has, well, no. There's a lot of fake ones out there, but if it has like 130,000 or something like that, that one's mine. That one's mine. Amid ICE raids, a bishop tells SoCal worshipers they can stay home on Sundays. Are you kidding me? So obviously Catholic churches are getting in on this, and that's why Pope Leo is so important, folks. He's going to contradict Trump and go right against Trump. I don't think they've been activated yet. I think it's about to start. A Southern California Roman Catholic bishop told his diocese of roughly 1 million parishioners this week that they can stay home on Sundays to avoid mass while concerns about federal immigration sweeps still loom over the region. Damn, wouldn't that be something? That'd be kind of messed up if they went to church and got these people, huh? I'll tell you one thing, folks. There was a market here on Mesa Street in El Paso. That's gone now. There was a market, a little flea market where everyone would go to buy items and stuff like that. That's gone. It's really weird. I don't know if you all are experiencing this, but put it in the chat. Are you all experiencing this in your city? Do you see a change? Do you guys see a change? Because I do. I see it kind of just quelling down, kind of calming down. There's not as many people on the streets. It seems like they're just frozen in panic. That's what I see. But now the church is getting involved in this. Bishop Alberto Rojas of the Diocese in San Bernardino wrote in the decree Tuesday that many churchgoers have shared fears of attending Mass due to potential immigration enforcement action, and that such fear constitutes a grave inconvenience that may impede the spiritual good of the faithful. So you're going to have all these institutions, you're going to have all the churches, everybody going against Trump. This is happening. So when you saw the protests that happened in June, I'm telling you, this is going to get a lot bigger and on a lot wider of a scale. So get ready. I'm just saying, folks, this is going to take off in ways you've never seen before. And I'm thinking maybe August things start getting kicked off into the fall. Just a hunch, But I've been doing pretty good on Nino's Casino. I've been wrong about certain dates and times, but I'm right about the movement. I'm right about the agenda. Trump announces he's working on mass amnesty plan for illegal immigrants after passing the big, beautiful bill. Okay, so what's this about? I'll read it right now. In his first speech after the House passed his big, beautiful bill, President Trump on Thursday announced he's working on a mass amnesty for potentially millions of illegal immigrants working in farm, hotel, and leisure industries, which radical right people won't be happy about. You probably saw I got myself into a little trouble because I said I don't want to take people away from farmers, and we're going to do something. I think it's going to be good, Trump told the crowd in Des Moines, Iowa. Referring to illegal immigrants, Trump said if a farmer is willing to vouch for these people in some way, Christine Ohm, I think, we're going to have to just say that's going to be good, right? You know, we're going to be good with it because we don't want to do it where we take all the other workers off the farms. But then I saw a video today where ICE is raiding farms. Have you guys seen this video? It's out there. They're raiding farms, and it's out there. So just go look it up, and it's all over social media. I think they just raided a farm in Ventura County in California. I mean, they're going in, and the immigrants are scattering to run. Ándale, hija. All right. I think it's going to make a lot of people happy. Trump said, now seriously radical right people also know who I also happen to like a lot. They may not be as happy, but they'll understand, won't they? I don't know if I do, because see that bothers me. So there's two things that bother me right now. Okay, two things that bother me. The Epstein list not coming out, and now you're giving amnesty to a few. So then the question comes into play, what about the abuelo here in El Paso who's done nothing but just sit there and have kids, and he works, he pays his taxes, he works, and you're going to kick him out? Why don't just go for the criminally violent? That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Is it because you own hotels? You own restaurants? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions here. That's all I'm doing. Give amnesty to some, but not others. I don't understand this. I don't even understand this conversation. I mean, I don't get it. But I will say this, folks. If you're planning to travel to Mexico, you better watch your back. You better watch out. Now Cancun unites with Puerto Vallarta, Playa del Carmen, Mexico City, Tulum, Cabo San Lucas, and Guadalajara as sounding new travel morning plus alternative destinations for U.S. tourists to explore this summer. So now I don't know if you've seen the riots or the protests that are happening in Mexico. They're looking for American tourists or people that live there. It's not safe to go there. If you have friends, family going there, even if you're in Canada, stay away from Mexico. I'm telling you right now, I know a lot about Mexico, and I know what they do there, and you don't want to go there, but you know what you do need to do? Yes, it's that time again, folks. Don't worry. I'll make it entertaining. Get your collagen, folks. Get your collagen. The science is in. A clinical trial found that just 10 grams of collagen a day for 8 weeks led to a roughly 20% increase in skin hydration and a 17% improvement in elasticity, while also visibly reducing wrinkle depth. If you want to help improve your skin health, it's clear that collagen is essential. This is why I use this secret magical powder, and I'm obsessed with the results. Multi-collagen provides my skin with 5 types of premium collagen to help attack wrinkles from every angle. I'm seeing smoother skin, more elasticity, fewer fine lines, and more youthful glow. Plus, multi-collagen mixes smoothly with my morning coffee or tea. There's no clumping and zero added flavor, folks. Do yourself a big favor and grab yourself a bag of ageless multi-collagen now for 51% off only at Health with Nino, baby. Plus, by ordering today, you'll also receive a free VIP life, health, and fitness coaching for life, a free ebook titled The 14 Foods for Amazing Skin, a 60-day dissatisfaction guarantee, and free shipping with your order. Once again, that's Health with Nino, baby. Oh, yeah. Come on, folks. I do my best to make this stuff entertaining. I don't know how I do, but I know. All right, let's get to some Iran news. You thought it was done? You thought it was finished? Nope. Iranian official says Trump could face a drone attack at Mar-a-Lago. Well. They're back again with more threats. An Iranian official said Donald Trump could face a drone attack while sunbathing at his Florida mansion. Do you guys think he gets a spray tan, or is that a real tan? Do you think he's naturally the color orange, or do you think they spray the orange on him? So, in the latest threat to his life after Iran was worsened in a 12-day war with Israel backed by the United States, Trump has done something so that he can no longer sunbathe in Mar-a-Lago. Mohammed a former senior advisor to Iran's supreme leader, said in an interview on state TV that has recently gone viral on social media. As he lies there with his stomach to the sun, a small drone might hit him in the navel. It's very simple, said Lakhashakh, whose two brothers are among the Islamic Republic's most powerful political leaders. So they're threatening now to take out Trump. I guess they didn't learn from the bunker bombs, huh? Iranian clerics have called on Muslims to delete Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in retaliation for their threats on the life of Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei during the conflict. So, what do you all think here? What's your thoughts on this? I don't know. U.S. forces attacked 3 Iranian nuclear sites in a bid to disable Tehran's disputed program days after Trump said Washington was well aware of where Khamenei, is that how you say his name, Khamenei? How do you say his name, Alex?
Yeah, I think, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Khamenei.
All right. Khamenei. All right. Was sheltering during the war. You know, I thought for a while that they may have got this guy, and that's why they were able to do the regime change and have the 12-day end the 12-day war. You know, I think about that. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff they're not telling you, folks. And Jim Willie actually goes into this on ninoscorner.tv. I'm putting that up right after this segment where Jim Willie talks about what he's hearing is happening behind the scenes right now. So there is a bounty on Trump's head. Is that really from Iran, or do you think it's from other people, other 3-letter agencies that plan to do something here in America to make it look realistic? And I don't know, is Benjamin Netanyahu playing a role? Oh, no, I want to give him the Nobel Peace Prize. I want him nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. And then he goes off and says, Tel Aviv today, New York tomorrow. I don't know. I don't trust any of them. It's all a spectacle. It's all smoke and mirrors. Federal judge issues nationwide block targeting Trump's birthright citizenship order. How the hell? I'm sure a lot of you are thinking the same thing I am. How are judges able to do this crap? And I thought this was going to be neutralized. I thought this was one of the threats, lawfare, that was going to be neutralized. Notice the judges, whenever they put a block or do something, they just kind of disappear and they go away. You don't really ever hear from them again. But here's another one. A federal judge on Thursday has barred the Trump administration from enforcing the president's executive order limiting birthright citizenship nationwide, coming weeks after the Supreme Court restricted the capacity of judges to issue such injunctions. U.S. District Judge Joseph LaPlante announced his decision after an hour-long hearing and said a written order will follow. The order will include a 7-day stay to allow for appeal, he said. I don't understand how they're able to override the president of the United States. I still don't get this. I don't understand it. It's irreparable harm, citizenship alone, he said in court, according to reporters in the courtroom referring to American citizenship. It is the greatest privilege that exists in the world. So come here, break the law, and have a baby. That's it. That's how, okay. I get it. All right. So we need to protect that. We need to protect people that are breaking the law. Come here, squat, and have a baby. All right. That's what we need to protect. Russia World War III news. In World War III news, Russia bombards Ukraine as U.S. frustration mounts. Kiev was the main target on an hours-long assault. So still, shit is still popping in the Eastern Europe, folks. You may not be hearing a lot about it on the news, but it's still going on. Ukraine and Russia. That killed at least 2 people. Officials said the barrage came hours before the top American and Russian diplomats met. Russia pounded Ukraine's capital, Kiev, in a deadly hours-long assault early on Thursday, hours before a meeting between the top U.S. and Russian diplomats. Ukraine officials said Kiev was the main target of the intense overnight bombardment, which killed at least 2 people and wounded 25 others. A cloud of smoke was left hanging over the city on Thursday morning. In the attack, Russia launched 18 missiles and around 400 drones. That's where war's at now, man. Drones. It's like, who's controlling these drones? They're probably like some 13-year-old kid that just, or these 20-something-year-olds that got all their experience on PlayStation. Or are they just artificial intelligence and they control themselves? I bet you everything's AI. So the U.S. State Department is also getting ready to and preparing for massive layoffs. Folks, if you want to get your calls in, I'll take a few calls today. If you want to stick around and ask me some questions, get your calls in. I guess, Alex, you'll put a link in there?
Yeah, I'll put the link out right now, guys.
All right, so folks, if you have a question, whatever, just try to keep it clean for YouTube purposes. But if you have a question, put it in there. I'll answer any question. Any question is good for Sancho. Jeffrey Epstein had 1,000 plus victims. 20 years after Jeffrey Epstein was exposed, sex abuse enterprise, the Justice Department this week made a startling revelation. Rather than dozens of victims previously alleged by the government and media, Justice now says that there were over 1,000 victims. I bet you there was way over 1,000 victims. I bet you it's in the hundreds of thousands, I would imagine. Everyone is talking about Epstein again, from MAGA types furious that the Trump administration is not producing a supposed client list to the mainstream media, which is giddily mocking just about anyone critical of the Justice Department here as conspiracy theorists fly. One person who doesn't want to talk about it is Donald Trump, who told New York Magazine in 2002 that his buddy Epstein was a fun guy who likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. Well, what man doesn't like young women, folks? There's a difference between children and young women, okay? Let's not get that twisted. What man doesn't like young women? Sancho does. I'll tell you that right now. It's just they got to be over a certain, they got to be over 21, okay? Seldom one to shy from the blurting out whatever. When asked this week about the Epstein memo, Trump uncharacteristically changed the subject. Are you still talking about the Jeffrey Epstein list? This guy's been talked about for years. We have Texas, we have this, we have that, we have all these things, and you're still talking about the Epstein list? The guy's a creep. That's just unbelievable. I can't believe he really said this. Do you want to waste my time? I mean, I can't believe you're still asking them questions about the Epstein list. Yeah, that's, I don't know, why 80% of people voted for you to get in. And folks, as mad as I am, like you all are, these people deserve justice. The victims, at the very least, deserve the justice. Not just the victims, their families deserve justice. Children deserve justice. What's the holdup? I'm going to say there's bigger moves ahead, folks. I have to believe that because it's been that way every single time. It's like every single time. And I was right over the target when I said, you know what? Watch Russiagate break right after the Epstein list dud. And it happened. Then Brennan and James Comey hit the news, Fox News. They're being investigated. Is it like baseball trading cards here, folks? I don't know. I really don't know. Dershowitz claims he's seen the Epstein files, docs suppressed to protect elites. Harvard Law School professor Dershowitz on Thursday told Sean Spicer that he had seen the Epstein client list. Wow. And that the government had suppressed documents to protect powerful individuals. So this guy's saying he has seen it. Documents are being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them, but I'm bound by confidentiality, Dershowitz said. I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them. And that's wrong, he added. When Spicer asked if the people on the list were politicians or business leaders, to which he replied, they're everything. Dershowitz asserted he had seen the relevant materials due to the accusations he faced from the late Epstein accuser, Virginia Giuffre, and that he was bound to secrecy in a court order. Giuffre recanted her accusations against Dershowitz prior to her death and settled the case. You saw that, right? You think that was a natural death? I don't know. But there's very, very powerful people on this, and I believe that we're going to be able to control them for an America First agenda. That's what I think is happening here. That's what I believe is happening here. Going to be taking phone calls real soon. Let's take some super chats right now. We got any super chats, Alex? Beverly Adams seeding the tip jar. Thank you so much. Ringside last night was great. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me ask. Thanks for letting me talk. So much love from Wisconsin. Thank you so much, Beverly. Appreciate it. Norman Lee Smith music. Brennan and Comey have earned their karma. I agree. Officer Tater Hater Nino, it's about to get bad, but it will get bad beyond belief when people find out what's in that. Yep, I know. Supposedly we'll take at least 1/3 of our yep, that's what I've heard. I'm telling you, that's what I hear. But I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm the conspiracy guy. No. Let him say what he wants. We'll just chuck him off at his he's a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, I'm the crazy conspiracy guy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ever. I don't even know why I do these shows, man, half the time. I feel like they just fall on deaf ears, man. Trusting the plan and Trump, I do too. We got to stay the course. Everyone was mad at him in 2020 when he did Operation Warp Speed, the whole thing. But now looking back, we all see why it happened, why it went that direction. So it is what it is, right? Next one. Is there another one? True Seeker, Super Sticker. Thank you so much, True Seeker. Normally, I'm currently in 4th place in the quarterfinals to be America's next top hit maker. Vote once daily for me. So Norman Lee Smith, go vote for Norman. Vote for Norman. Cindy Shipley, Dino, you make me laugh every opportunity I get to catch a live. Where's Dustin Nemo's opinion on it? Well, we know Dustin Nemo's opinion on Israel. Are you kidding me? We know that guy's opinion. Love to hear him on the corner. Prayers, David. We hold you in sacred prayer. Do you all want to see Dustin Nemos on Nino's Corner.tv? Give a thumbs up in the chat if you want to see him. I'll put him up there. I'll hit him up today if you want to see him. I got Charlie Ward coming on. I've reached out to Simon Parks. I reached out to Judge Joe Brown just right now. I'm gonna, we'll see what we get. Anybody? I'm with you, Nino. I don't like them. Okay, so Stacy M says, "I'm with you, Nino. I don't like them letting some stay and not others. I know many good people that are worried and have been here longer than they have lived in their country. All or none, no middle. I agree. I don't think amnesty should just be for some. I don't agree with that at all. I really don't. I think it's either everybody or nobody. Patience. Stop thinking it's just Hispanic. We got a lot of Muslims and Chinese up north, and they're not friendlies. Yes, they're illegals. I agree with you on that. I agree. But down here, there's a lot of Mexicanos. Strange days. Nino, the farm was raided by ICE, and Ventura was a huge cannabis farm. Keep rocking steady, amigo. Okay, good for clearing that up. Thank you. I like when you all correct me and keep me on check. Amy W. Now Dershowitz is on TV claiming he knows who's on the Epstein list. Oh, wow. Pretty bold for a guy named by a victim and somehow walked away untouched. Yeah, she lost her life. Funny how chatty they get after the case is closed. Wow. Thanks, Amy W. That's crazy, man. This whole thing is just bonkers. Strange days. Nino, that farm was raided by ICE and Ventura was a huge cannabis farm. Keep talking. Okay, you already put that up. Is that it?
Yeah, that was it. That's it.
All right. So let's get to some phone calls in just a second. I'm just going to take about 3 phone calls, folks. Keep them quick. But fabled. So we never know what's really on, what's real and what's AI nowadays, right? Faded 60s folk rock band that took charts by storm is now ousted out as an AI-generated group. The Velvet Sundown boasts 1.1 million monthly Spotify listeners and took the number 1 spot on App's daily viral chart, but there's a bit of a catch with them. A folk band that took the charts by storm has been outed out as an AI art hoax. The Velvet Sundown released their debut album, Floating on Echoes, on June 5th, quickly followed by a second one weeks later. So now we're going to have these groups popping up. They're not even real. That's not even human music, folks. So these guys right here, they're not even real human beings. That's insane. That's the world we're living in right now. So these guys who are pretending to be a 60s folk rock band who's taking over the charts are nothing but AI. How insane is that? I don't know. We're living in strange times, man. Strange times. And even stranger to me, a robot performed surgery on its own for the first time, powered by what? ChatGPT. Watch as a robot powered by the ChatGPT's machine learning removes an imitation gallbladder and first step towards autonomous machines. Did it all by itself. Removed a gallbladder. The robot has performed realistic surgery on its own. Scientists report the machine successfully removed a gallbladder with the expertise of a skilled human surgeon. Look, if they can make driving cars, look, I thought I'd see flying cars before I saw driverless cars. The fact that there's driverless cars, which to me is a lot harder to perfect than a flying car, where you can drive the flying car or fly the flying car, to me says it all, folks. They're already there. They're already there. And of course, these things are going to be conducting surgeries, performing surgeries. You know this already, man. And you know this, man. Yeah. Oh, boy. Let's get to some what the fuck news, folks. And then I'm going to take some calls. In what the fuck news, AI generated sexual abuse videos turning online. Watchdog says this is crazy. I didn't know there's this many sick people on this planet. You just don't think and then you wonder about like the 70s and 80s when we all used to just go outside and your parents would say, "Don't come home until the lights come on, little Timmy," or "You better come home when the lights come on, little Timmy." And little did you know, Timmy was getting diddled the whole time he was at the park. I should know. All right. The number of videos online of child sexual abuse generated by artificial intelligence has surged. It's pounced on developments in technology. The Internet Watch Foundation said AI videos of abuse have crossed the threshold. Wow. Of being near indistinguishable from real imagery, and had sharply increased the prevalence online this year. So it's so realistic that I guess this is just taking off like a rocket ship, man. Because it's all online, man. There's sick people out there. In the first 6 months of 2025, the UK-based internet safety watchdog verified 1,286 AI-made videos with child abuse material. That broke the law compared with 2 in the same period last year. The IWF just said over 1,000 of the videos featured category A abuse, the classification for the most severe type of material. So there's a massive market for this stuff, man. The organization said the multi-billion-dollar investment spree in AI was producing widely available video generation models that were being manipulated by. It is a very competitive industry. Lots of money is going into it. So unfortunately, there's a lot of choice of perpetrators, said on IWF analysts. The videos were found as part of a 400% increase. A 400% increase online. Fuck. Abuse videos at a 400% increase. Jeez. So that they can't even keep up with it. They're doing it with AI now. That's alarming. I don't know. I had to put that in as what the fuck news, folks. Sorry, but it's disturbing and it's very alarming. All right, let's get to the first caller. Let's keep it clean, keep it quick, and let's go. All right, first caller. Todd, how's it going, my man?
I'm well, Nino. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Excelente, excelente. I just wanted to say that for U.S. in particular to want to give rights to illegals is kind of ridiculous, especially constitutional rights. If you stay one day beyond your visa limit in South America, I'm in Colombia, you need a salvoconducto to be able to move about freely. And that's just one day, right? Let alone if a person's been there for years and it's been illegal. It doesn't, you don't get constitutional rights just for simply squatting.
Right, but see, America has always been a free-for-all. Everyone's just come here and used America like a prostitute and done what they want with it. So they feel like everyone feels entitled to this country because they come and go as they please. So they're pissed off about it. It's like a spoiled kid. You're taking away their food or their toy.
Yeah, people believe that the United States is a heaven. I get it, but it's because the elites basically get benefits from those people being there illegally. And so
right.
I think that you can't let someone who's illegal stay and then prosecute or persecute those people that have constitutional rights for being in the country because they're citizens. It just doesn't make sense to me.
So what do you think about this domestic military now? I mean, do you think it's going to impinge or infringe on our rights? Do you think that, are you okay with seeing military on the streets? Are you okay with that? I mean, I feel like it's all part of the problem, reaction, solution thing, man. I just feel like immigrants are the problem. We get the reaction. Here's the solution. I don't know. I wonder if we're getting played.
Well, I think we are getting played because, whoever's in power, they control the media. They control the narrative. I see military in the streets every day. I'm in Bogota, Colombia. And I feel safer here. I feel safer here than I do in Cleveland.
Oh, I don't doubt that. So you do like the military on the streets then?
I have no issue with it. I mean, I was an officer candidate in the United States Marine Corps. I've got no issue with military. I would prefer a professional military than a domestic police force. I'm just going to be honest with you.
That's another thing too. I think about that quite often. It's like if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. If you're a criminal, yeah, you got a lot to worry about. If you're doing sketchy things, and plus now with Palantir, the surveillance, the military, man, we are watched everywhere. And to me, honestly, as a law-abiding citizen, I feel safer in a way. I don't know how people feel about that, but I can't believe I'm actually saying that.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of law-abiding, it depends on who you talk to, right?
Right.
I mean, because there are a lot of things that you have to watch what you say. You can't offend people and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, as you said, people are spoiled. People want benefits without work. And I think that's the problem. I mean, you're a boxer, you're a fighter. You know that when you got into the ring, if you didn't prepare, you were going to get dealt with, and it was dangerous. So
you cannot cheat on boxing, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about administration. You have to have correct paperwork, and that's in everything you do. You go to a bank, you open a bank account, you got to have your paperwork correct. You go to work in a job, you have to have your paperwork correct. But if people are there illegal, I mean, the people that are illegal, they get benefits. But the people who suffer are the ones who are citizens because their jobs are being taken away from them. Their opportunities are being nullified. And you see this happening in Chicago. There are a lot of people who live in Chicago who are very upset with the illegals coming in different neighborhoods and the like. If you I don't
know if it's in Chicago, but I just heard the Roosevelt Hotel just closed down because they were housing like 5,000 something illegals and they just shut down. Like they just got shut down. And I don't know maybe someone could put it in the chat. Where was that Roosevelt Hotel? Maybe in New York? I don't know.
It sounds like it was in New York, but that's I don't get it. And I really appreciate what you do. I appreciate your sounding board. I was recommended to you from a friend of mine, Samaj. You may know Samaj.
Yeah, I see him on the ringside with Nino. I see him on there.
Yeah. I think what you're doing is fantastic. I want to support you, what you're doing, and I just want to say kudos to you, man. And thanks for allowing me to be on your platform. Thank you so much.
You got it, man. Please, I hope you join every day, and we love you, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
God bless you. All right, let's get to the next one. Imini.
Greetings, Nino.
Greetings.
Like, Kim Clement was right. It sure is a strange July, and we finally know what watch the water means. With all these weather events, they're all connected.
I watched it coming in. Check this out. I watched it not only in Kerrville but in Ruidoso. So the two places that flooded, I was there a week apart. So don't let me come to your city. But I'm just saying. And as I drove into Kerrville, I saw like these beams of light, laser-looking things going into the sky. I've never seen that in my life. I'm like, well, that's not lightning. I don't know what that is. And then the sky got darker and darker.
You can watch Monkey Works. He can show you all the flight tracking over the areas that come under deluge.
I love Monkey Works, man. I need to get him on the program.
Mr. Bo Pony hit the mark. Look at silver today. Right now it's at 38.82.
Really?
38.87. That's the highest ever. XRP is at 277 right now.
Wow, so my XRP is going up, silver's going up. Okay.
So
that's why I have Bo Pony on, man. Like, people can say what they want about him. You're not going to always – I think he's in the 70%, 80% range, I mean, you can't ever say with total precision what's going to happen, but you can kind of read their count. You're watching the cult game here, and you can take God's count or whatever.
It's called trends.
Yeah.
Watch the trends.
Exactly.
And Mr. Daniel Brinkley's right. You'd never die. I've been to the other side. I know.
Man, I need to hear that today. I needed to hear that today, man. My pastor came over yesterday and talked to me. I had it's been a rough day every day, but yesterday was particularly rough because, my mom was very despondent, just staring, and it sucks, man. It sucks.
Yeah, I've had out-of-body experiences, so it's real.
Really? You saw the light?
I've been with the light and the warmth of love like you've never felt it before. It's unbelievable.
How long did you pass for?
I want to say about 15 to 30 seconds. It wasn't long.
Wow. Was it documented in the hospital and all that? Or
no, I was alone in my home. I had to go to the ER right afterwards.
Holy cow. See, all right. Well, then thank you for sharing that.
And that's all I got, I'll keep it quick so you can.
No, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that with me. I needed to hear it today. Thank you. That's awesome. Let's take another one. Michelle, have faith. How are you?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to talk about the whole ice thing.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar, but here in Dearborn, Michigan.
Oh, you hit the mute, I think. I don't know why your sound's out. I hate when this happens.
Michelle, try calling back in, and we'll bring you back on. If you go out and back in, we'll pull someone.
Yeah, just try to go out and then come right back in.
Yeah, just click
I
the
can't
link
hear
again
you.
if you can. Let's go to the next caller for now.
Okay. Your favorite agent.
David.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
Good, and yourself?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good.
Hey, I'm going to shoot you off an email.
Okay.
I received a audio version of an interrogation that was conducted on James Clapper.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this goes back to when they did an attempted coup on T in the first administration.
Okay.
You could probably ask Juan
Okay.
Because he'll know about the meeting that took place with Pelosi and Paul Ryan.
Yep.
But
I know about that.
Yeah, they picked him up. So
okay.
You
don't hear from Paul Ryan anymore at all.
No, gone, disappeared.
Yeah, he's gone. I mean, that's what I've been told. Yeah. So there's so much happening behind the scenes people don't know, man. Actually, Jim Willie talks about a lot of this. Jim Willie has some really strong contacts within military. He's in South America, but I'm going to put that up on ninoscorner.tv. Folks, go there after this. I'll be putting Jim Willie up. You're going to want to hear this. It's about an hour long interview with our podcast with Jim Willie. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah,
he talks about everything you're saying right now.
Yeah, there's I worked in the intelligence business for about 20 years. And
wow.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I can share with you.
Okay.
But I'll shoot you over. I'm the one that always talks to Green Eye. Joel.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I'll shoot you over that audio. You do with it what you want. It's very eye-opening and interesting.
You got it. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
God bless you, sir.
Good luck with your parents.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. God bless. All right, Alex. All right, there you're back.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about the ICE thing. So here I'm in Michigan, and Dearborn, Michigan is the largest Islamic community in the whole nation.
Right, and hold on. Lieutenant Douglas Deaton was saying there's connections with Dearborn and Plano.
Yep. And last weekend, they had this huge rally in the streets. It was like a mile to 2 miles square. I mean, they were blocking traffic in the whole 9 yards.
About what?
They were celebrating some Islamic holiday from way back. I'm not positive.
Okay.
But it was some kind of big thing that they were celebrating, but there were thousands of them.
Wow.
So if ICE wanted to get them, they could have totally been there and got a lot.
Yeah, but they're protected. I mean, a lot of them are American citizens. You know that, right? That's the problem.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, they came in under that one administration. I didn't want to bring it up, but anyway, thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
I love you, Nino. I pray for your
subjects. That's why the Douglas Deaton interview I did. This is, folks, I really need you to tune in on this. I'll put it on Rumble, but it's going on ninoscorner.tv, the uncensored on the longer version, the extended version will be on ninoscorner.tv. It's a must watch. It's crazy, man. I can't even believe this is happening in America.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I support you on Nino's Corner. I watch it all the time. So, and I pray for your parents every single night. So I pray for you.
Man, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nino, for everything you do. I've watched you from day one, and I love you. I met you in Florida at the Remake America conference years ago.
What was it called? The Doral.
The Remake America with Clay Clark.
Yeah, Doral, at the Doral, right? Trump Doral. Was it at the hotel or what was it? I think.
No, you were at the event.
In Miami or where?
No, I believe it was in Tampa.
Maybe that's where it was. I don't know. I can't remember where
it was somewhere. Brad Barton and all those guys were there. There's what's her name? Mel K was there. All those guys.
Yeah, I love all of them, man. They're so cool.
Me too.
And I'm going to bring Charlie Ward on in a couple of days. A lot of people requested him. I was like, wow, okay, yeah, I can't believe I lost touch with Charlie, but I reached out to him the other day, and I'm going to bring him on too.
That's awesome. He's great.
Yeah, I'm going to bring on some old school cats.
Perfect.
So thank you, Michelle.
You have a great day, Nino.
You too. God bless. All right, Alex. I think we're good.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Anyone I missed, we'll do it next Friday. So I appreciate everyone coming in. All right, folks, I'm out of here. I will see you Monday, and I might bring Judge Joe Brown on Monday. I'm going to hear back from him in a second. We'll figure out what's going on. I may have someone else on Monday, though. I don't know. I'll figure out when to bring on Judge Joe Brown. But all right, Alex, thank you.
All right,
folks.
See everybody.
And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the black sheep of broadcasting, folks. Peace out. Love all of you.